What's up, everybody? It is now Sunday, May 10th. I've officially spent one entire month, and now half of the first month and then half of the second month, so almost two full months. I think it's 60 days. It's more than 60 days now. It's getting kind of weird. Things that don't usually cause me stress are causing me stress. Things that I usually care about, I'm struggling to care about. Typically, that's some of the things that you would come to expect from feeling a state of depression. While I don't overtly feel depressed, it is interesting to me to find that things that normally are things that keep me happy are not doing so as much right now, or I'm struggling to be motivated or be interested the way I was before all this started. So today I did not write down my goals like I said I would. Kind of fell back there, but what I did do that I'm proud of is that I told myself I would spend less time on my phone, because I average somewhere around 4.5 hours of screen time a day on my phone. So today I made a concerted effort just to not open my phone. I only caught myself scrolling Instagram and Facebook like twice each, so like 4 or 5 times. With that time, unfortunately, I didn't get as much done as I would have liked. But that's okay, because part of the reason I didn't get what I needed to get done is because I spent a pretty long amount of time on the phone with my mom and my grandmother today to wish them Happy Mother's Day. So I had 2 extended conversations with both of them. Was starting to feel a bit frustrated though, because my mage, who is geared to the teeth and I have a pretty more than decent IO score, was getting denied from a lot of groups that I feel like she can easily do. I guess that's the life of a DPSer this late in the expansion, though. People's IOs are going to be inflated just because of time. The chance that someone's now done every dungeon at least on a 15 once and not timed it means that they'll have around a 2k IO, even if they're not technically doing keys that are very difficult and they're not doing them in time. So, and the other thing is that gear is inflated, so people are now able to do 15s with relative ease, and then you start hitting a wall around 17s. But I managed to get 2 more keys up above. I did a 16 junkyard in time, and then did a 15 or 16 underrot. I can't remember if it was a 15 or 16. So I'm working on getting 16 times in every dungeon to try and get my IO to like 2100, 2200. It's a very unfulfilling goal just to watch the number go up. So what I'll try and do is I might look at rankings to see where I sit as far as mages go, and then shoot to get my IO up higher and become one of the better mages on the server, maybe in the region. So that's a fun goal to have. I think it's good practice. I'm also going to start PvPing more. I'm not sure which class I'm going to play, but I'm definitely going to PvP. I did some on my mage earlier this afternoon, and it was a lot of fun. Had a blast. Greater Pyro is obnoxious and overpowered, but it was a lot of fun. So I'm curious, and I'm trying to have faith in myself, because part of me, I think I self-identify as being bad as a caster when it comes to PvP, but I've also never really tried. So I can give it a shot, see how I do. Heading into the last day of this week, I think there's a push week coming up. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I think it's a push week. So it should be easier to do some higher keys. It's going to be fortified, not tyrannical. And I can't remember the other 2, but I don't think they're that challenging. It might be bursting. Can't remember. But we will see. I will most likely be pushing keys on my mage, but I'm going to try and get 15s done on the characters I'm most interested in right now, which is my mage, my death knight, and my monk, just to make sure all 3 of them get good loot. So I've also started to spend time on Alliance. Very briefly, I started leveling a mage on Storm Rage for the hell of it, because I miss the lore. I miss being Alliance, and I know a lot of people watching this will laugh, but Alliance has always felt like home, and even though I've been a Horde now for close to 2 years, it still feels like the other faction. So it's a little odd. Fully aware that the player community, the PvE side of things, is much stronger Horde side in the US and the world in general. But there's some strong US Alliance players. You just gotta pull them all together, and I think I'm missing out on the RPG part of the MMORPG. I feel like I don't identify with any of my characters because I boosted them all, so it all feels very superficial. Even though I haven't invested time or in the story or in the character's development itself. I just launched to max level and started doing the same content I've always done. So A little bit rambling tonight, but that was my day. I'm going to definitely check in again tomorrow. I've got to get back in the swing of recording vlogs every day. So thanks so much for watching, and I will be back tomorrow.